Okay, ons is live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is yet another most wanted list. This is day 2, round 5. Very excited. We've got some cracker super matches up live tonight. So, first up, we've got NWO up against T1, which is level 1, top 1. Sorry, my bad, it's top 1. So, I am joined tonight by Oshroomsy once more. It's always fun to have him here on the live with me. So, viewers, please stay tuned, buckle those seatbelts in your chairs, get comfy, have your popcorn, and have your liquid beverages with you as well. So, top 1 picking heads. Let me get the coin toss as Shrooms tells us how it's going tonight. Glance on
It's
heads.
going. Heads always shreds, as you know. No, it's going good, Scarf. Going good, as always. Looking forward to a few killer matches today. So we have NWO and T1 going up against each other. Killer match. And later tonight, we're, of course, going to see the homeboys themselves, Equilibrium, showing us how it's done in the Pro IESF. So we'll see how that goes.
Very much. So, top 1 needing to decide. Oh, picking up left. So, top 1 opting for the first picks as well as the first bans. T1 bans, please. Let's go. Superman's got nothing on me. Ban it or lose it, guys. Viewers,
People
how
are thinking hard.
So, viewers,
See.
Friday, and do you have any busy plans for this weekend? Because this weekend here at Waylander Gaming, we are going to entertain you for the every night of the evening up until Sunday evening. So, top 1 batting out Suyu and Batang. NWO with a response.
See Don already busy in the chat as always. Hey Don, hoping you're doing good, my brother. I'll think that side.
NWO batting out Harith and Sicilian. So good luck and have fun to both teams. I'm going to hand you over to Oshroomsy to do the drafting for us.
All right, as we head into the draft, so Harith, Sicilian, Suyu, and Badang. All very good meta bans. And we see sweeps for the first ban of the side of T1. Now, I haven't seen T1 and NWO go up against each other as of yet. So who knows? Do they know how the Oaks play of each other's teams? Do they know the respect bans? So we see Sweps going for the ban of the high loss, Kiarma responding with the Brody, and Sox, of course, respecting the Granger ban. So all good bans from the side of T1 and NWO. The final ban of NWO going to the side of Mickey. Mickey, one of the first NWO members, the OG members that they've got. One of the better roamers that NWO has had as far. As we see the Joy being the second ban to the side of NWO. Don, it's always going good on our side, brother.
Every
Action, back and forth.
Every time when I see Mickey, there's one song that comes to mind is, "Hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey Mickey." Hey Mickey.
That is always also the truth, eh? As we see Kaya going for the first pick of the Kalia. Mickey picking up his signature Carmilla. Then going for the pick of Melissa. Shoeshine responding with Fanny. Nightshade picking up the Zushin. This is going to be the first Zushin we've seen in a long time on the Most Wanted list streams. So then, of course, we do see Kiyama going for the final pick for the side of NWO. And then hovering the Lunox. It's going to lock into Lunox. And the Lunox gets picked up. So we do see a few different combinations going on. T1 currently have the better poke and pick-off comp. NWO seems to be going for the full team fight. That Curse of Blood with a Lunox is going to be quite deadly. K2 Sukuna going for the Pupil and Koopa ban. Quite a weird ban to that might have been a respect ban from the side of NWO, as we see Twips with a ban again on the Hayabusa. Now, Superman, are we going to see him swap out, or is he going to pick up his signature Freya? He does swap up with Sukuna on the Akai jungle. Akai jungle is very irritating, especially with the Curse of Blood. So then the heavy spin hits one and everyone is stunned. Crazy combination they've got going there. We see Schweppes locking up onto the Irithal. Irithal against the Melissa, quite interesting. She's got the mobility to get away and the range. Socks locking up the Lucas. So Lucas going against Superman, so that might be Freya, or is he going to play his Mincetar maybe? Or wow, maybe even surprise me with a brand new pick. You never know.
Yeah, it sounds like you know Superman.
Bro, Immortal Order and NWO, he picks up the Mincetar. So NWO and Immortal Order has walked quite a history. We practice scrims against each other every week or second week. So when we play against each other, it's all respect bans, no meta bans. But I currently, with this draft focus, I favor the T1 draft. I don't know what your opinions, Gop.
Well, Shoe Shine Shoes did pick up the fanny, so let's see if Shoe Shines has got that cabling under control. This is definitely a difficult choice to make when it comes to picking the teams. Both teams having very strong drafts. However, we will see what happens in the land of Dawn. Just remember to zoom out your camera.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash.
So as we jump into the match, we do see Fanny starting on a red buff. Let's see what Akai's movement is going to be. Okay, so it's both teams starting on the same side of the map. That's red buff for Fanny and the blue buff for Akai. This Zushin is definitely going to be annoying, as we do see that butterfly lantern already starting with his annoyance. With its annoyance. Oh, Superman nearly getting taken down there by Lucas in the top lane. Got a health for Superman. Oh, Mickey trying to come and engage on here with the Lunos onto the Lucas. Oh, first blood going to Mincetar. However, Nightshade and Fanny comes in there with the cabling, gets the pick off onto Camilla. The engagement onto Kairama. Oh, the pullback from Zushin. The Lunox is taken down. So that is a 2-for-1 exchange at this point. For the side of top one. Fanny. In the meantime, Fanny got a duo kill with Erithal on to Melissa.
This is the type of game I like, constant actions.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention this match started off with a lot of action so early on. As you mentioned, we do see Kalia and Zushin rotating to the bot. Will they be able to get the displacement onto someone here? We do see Akai onto Kalia. as we do see the first turtle of this match has spawned up. Let's get eyes on Mincetar. Oh, Fanny with the cabling, taking down Mincetar. So that gives top one a slight advantage here at the turtle, as we do see Fanny recalling. Engagement onto Camilla. Zushin getting the displacement onto Camilla. High coming in there, so the full spin is available to the side of NW. However, Lucas coming in with his ult, catching out Camilla. We do see that Mincetar pulling Lucas, but Lucas is not afraid. He's continuing the fight between him and Lunox, but Lunox gets the pick off on to Lucas. It's the tip of the tongue, the tip of the lips, the tip of the tongue, the tip of the lips. Lucas, Lunox. You see, it happens. So at the 3-minute mark, we do see that top one has got that 1.4k gold lead. However, Mincetar getting his ult out there, trying to get the Fanny stopped, not being able to do so. This is going to come down to Battle of Retri. As Akai gets the Retri. Oh, but Fanny with the cabling gets the double kill onto Mincetar. Make that a triple kill. Will they grant to the Maniac? Will Fanny get the Maniac here? Oh, they do catch Mickey. They try to get the pullback here. Oh, this is going to be a... Oh, shoe shines. Shine shoes with the Maniac. And nearly dying in the process. Look at that, JP. Shumsy. Look at that, slight health she had.
That's literally 1 HP. That's the thing I like about the Fanny. She's able to backline, get out, get back in, re-engage, going for the objectives, all in one. And this is a marksman's worst nightmare.
Or mentioning of the Fanny coming in there with the cables once more. However, Melissa pops the ult to stop Fanny right in her tracks. This is Melissa's going to be a hard one, especially if she has her ult and she can see the cables coming in from Fanny. But Fanny could potentially utilize that to bait the ult. Oh, we do see the engagement displacement onto Akai. Akai in a very bad situation, as we do see the tsunami slam getting Sukuna under the turret. However, Akai being able to escape there. Fanny into the back line. Meanwhile, Lucas gets a pick-off kill onto Mincetar in the top lane. But that's a 1-for-0 exchange. Oh, Talia staying in the bot lane. Getting onto Lunox. That is a tier 1 turret to the side of top 1. So top 1 at the 5-minute mark, having almost 4k gold lead as well as an 8-kill advantage. It's just like there's no time. Or you guys the team's going to give Shroomsy some time to do an analytics, as we do see Akai coming onto Zushin, but just to try and keep them honest, no engagement onto the second turtle just yet. Or Fanny, cable, set, not getting anything done. Erythal coming in the engagement onto Akai, as well as Camilla. Camilla's taken down. That is Akai as well. Lucas coming into the mix. Fanny getting the kill, but Erythal finish it off with a double kill. That's a 4-for-0 exchange. Top 1 having the second turtle of this match. However, Mincetar used that time. Even though it was a turret that they didn't get, they got a tier 1 turret. So that evens things out once more. Or just as I say that, Sox gets another tier 1 turret. Top 1 definitely in a very good position here. 6k gold lead. 12 kills advantage. And, we're going for the 4-1 rotation split. Erythal definitely has the movability, the movement speed and movability to get away from any potential 2v1 situations. Oh, swaps with the killing spree onto Melissa. Tsunami slam onto Camilla. Camilla with the cursed blood catching Erythal, just allowing to get. But no, the Erythal runs right through the turret. Oh,
that is what you want with the Kalia and the Fanny. But the question is, how are we going to turn it around?
Well, it's definitely going to come down to the the larger objectives, especially with the law. NWO, I'm not counting them out of this fight yet. They could still get that potential because I mean, you do still have the cursed blood, that full spin. I mean, look at that, getting the Erythal out of position. Team fight continuing. Fanny is going to disengage. Oh, the Tweedledall coming in from Melissa. Mincetar gets the pick off onto Lucas. Oh, Kalia is taking down Superman, picks up the double kill. Oh, they will not stop the engagement. Fanny is there as well to try and assist Nightshade to get away. However, Melissa gets the shutdown kill onto Fanny. The engagement onto Zushin. Will they be able to catch the Zushin? Yes! Melissa picking up a double kill. Superman picking up another tier 1 turret as we do see the first lord of the match spawns up. And NWO has the advantage here. Or they retreat and get the health and then set up for another team fight. You see, Shroomsy? I told you, don't count NW out just yet, bro.
They've made some crazy comebacks in the past, and you never know what's going to happen with them. And if they keep playing like they're playing now, that's exactly what they need to get the lead in this current game.
Yeah, 100%. That was definitely, that last engagement gave them the confidence boost, and Superman getting his ult with the assistance of Melissa picking off Luke's. So yeah, it's that confidence that is coming to play now as well. You can definitely see NWO is a lot more confident after that last exchange. However, we do see the jump in from Kalia onto Mickey. Oh, the Erythal catches Camilla, but Melissa doing so much of damage, getting down that double kill. That gives Akai the opportunity to get the Reggie. Melissa with the double kill. So that is Lord plus the 3-4-1 exchange in favor of NWO.
There was a crazy Lord fight NWO put on. And I did see a few cables, 3 cables after each other, missing from this Fanny. And that might have cost them the team fight.
Dude, that's a bit unfortunate. We do know the cabling with Fanny is not always easy. But NWO shredding that gold lead that top one had. And having, well, the onto Camilla. That is a 2-for-1 exchange at this point.
Oh.
That's a 2-for-2 exchange as that guy wins the battle against Fanny. Oh, Lucas.
Constant battles everywhere.
Well, bro, what do we expect? This is a nice starter for the evening. You know, it's at this point of stage, it's back and forth. NWO, like I mentioned, just capitalizing on the pressure that was released. However, we do see the engagement onto Akai or Kalia onto the back and gets it. Tsunami slam. Mincetar in there as well. Mincetar gets the kill, but Erythal takes on Kalia. Oh, Mincetar. Oh, Melissa. Look at that. This is the battle of the marksmen. However, Melissa picking up a double kill. That is a full team wipe for the side of NWO. A 5-for-2 exchange. Make that plus a tier 2 turret. We do see that first shield dropping from the tier 3 turret in the mid lane. Lunox invading the jungle. Will she be able to sustain this damage from the blue buff? Oh, nearly dying to that blue buff. Oh, clear.
Yeah.
Lunox.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, but Kalia's taken down in the situation as Superman gets the double kill onto Kalia as well as Lucas. Okay, but you know, it happens. It happens. So, past the 12-minute mark, the second Lord has spawned up. NWO only 3 kills away from, well, with the 3 kills deficit, but having the 4K gold lead and taking the second Lord of the match.
I see some of the viewers saying we are experiencing a bit of lag on stream. That's quite weird.
All
But
right,
this is
with
going
the
to be
Lord
the
coming
make or
down
break
in
team fight.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be so. As we do see the Lord charging up for that tier 3 turret, gets the being careful of, but just engaging onto the back line. Mincetar not getting his pull through. Oh, this is NWO didn't quite capitalize on that the second 90 seconds before the next objective is going to spawn. So this is going to come down whether teams are going to have the patience and not have the team fight or try and get the set off here. As we do see the Tweedledall onto Fanny or onto Zushin. Mincetar finishing off on Zushin. The pull onto Kalia. Lunox getting her with the knife. Dogs, her alt. Oh my word, this is not a situation that you would want to be in if you were top one. They should have just been patient, a little bit more patient, and wait for NWO to become impatient. However, we do see the arrows from Erithal out there. Oh, Mickey gets the tier 3 turret. The cursed blood onto Erithal. However, Lucas in the alt. Oh, but Lunox gets him with the light dog alt. Okay, with the kill onto Erithal. Will they focus onto the Nexus? Will NWO take it? Yes! NWO for the dubs in this first match against top one. Oh my, this was a fun match. This was back and forth. It could have gone either way, as we do see Zen picking up the MVP on the Melissa for NWO and Sweps with the Erithal, the MVP on the side for top MVP. JP, Oshumzi, what do you think of this first match?
Oh, this is exactly what you want from a first match on a tournament day. I mean, top one clearly had the major advantage in the early game. A 5k gold lead, about 10 kill advantage, and NWO had the patience, had the discipline to turn the team fights around. One team fight, they got their confidence, they hit their power spikes, and they kept at it. That was peak Mobile Legends, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is true. So, up next, we've got two Madagascan teams. Which is, let me just get the schedule up here on my side. Up next, it's Imperium versus Valkyria. That's two Madagascan teams. And after that, we've got Equilibrium up against Hexore. And finishing off the evening will be the Jinxes up against Crimson Titans. So we've got a very, very stacked card here tonight. So, yeah, viewers, please do stay tuned. However, this is the moment between Imperium and Valkyria. It's two strong teams. Valkyria so currently not just finding their groove just yet. So I yeah I know they are in capable capacity to deliver a beautiful performance.
Sky is always a weird pick, in my opinion. It's always a hit or miss. Either it works very well. I've jungle myself going 8-1-12 with a Kai 0-8-0 with a Kai jungle. So it's always a hit or miss.
Yeah, that is true, bro. It's it could go either way always, but I mean, isn't that how every match with the Mlbb goes? You can't always have that winning streak. You can't always have those good moments. Sometimes you have a bad match, and or you're just faced up against a very strong composition and getting outdraft, etc.
Yeah, that also does happen. First, that's going to come into the lobby and get that heads or tails. Get that heads or tails.
Mm, 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 mm. You know, those teams to enter the lobby. Wylander and Mads is streaming PUBG tonight, and I know it's for a tournament with a prize. I know it's for a tournament with a prize pool, so that's always nice to feature that on our channel as well. So, do make sure to go give it a like and subscribe. The love and support would definitely be appreciated. So, on to the
We're just waiting for Imperium to score. I've played against them a lot, with them a lot, and I honestly think they have the potential to be one of the top squads.
so. With regards to the schedule, tomorrow night got Aizen versus Immortal Order. So me and Oshroomsy will be featuring level 1 up against Dark Diviners. And to finish off the evening, it's going to be the host himself, Mr. Wick, and his team Endgame up against the Vortex. And then finishing it off on Sunday for the most wanted list weekend, round 5. It's going to be Merciless Freaks up against Mini Sigma, followed by Bang Gang up against Econ Province, and finishing off Sunday evening is Khakis. It was Immortal Order taking the team. It was Immortal Order taking the team. So very excited to see who takes the team spot next weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I hope that the lobbies are full yet so that we can go and get the coin toss done.
And the Wild Scorpio has appeared. He's back in game. I missed you, brother.
Sorry, I was just on WhatsApp going through the schedules and everything and going through the stats. You know, it's what do you think of the teams having? Is it wait? Let me rephrase my question. Right? Do you think having the team spotlight for the previous weekend that it paints a target, could it be a potential curse that you can put on? Having that too much confidence going into a match?
That might be the case. I'm just quickly trying to sort out. Yeah, I see chat saying the stream is lagging. So I'm just quickly trying to switch off my McDonald's Wi-Fi. Maybe I don't know what's going on there. And there, the stream is disconnected.
All
Weird.
right, let me just get that sorted out. Let me no, I just stop sharing and reshare.
Okay, yeah, it might be my internet that's just get this quickly sorted out. Okay. So let's quickly see if that fixed the problem. There's copy mic test.
Mic test 1 2. Mic test. I just went to go and ask Wayne to reset the stream.
Because I see it's just showing darkness. Yeah, I swear it's load shedding with all this dark in front of me, but actually not. So I don't know. Maybe it's just my stream that's lagging.
Just so like I said, just end the stream, restart the stream, and Way will join the stream again.
Yeah. So I did. Okay, it's back up. So I did switch off the stream, restart it, and it says it looks like it's better now. So we'll see what happens.
Valkyria, heads or tails? So, just whilst we have this opportunity, viewers, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. We would appreciate the support. And with that being said, a special shout out to King of the Hill for bringing us the most wanted list and getting a lot of teams featuring up against one another. I would just like to go through the league standings if that is possible. Archie, if you could please, Mr. Wick, if you could please WhatsApp me the standings for the groups so far since as of last weekend, so that I can just go through that stats through whilst we wait for the next teams. While I do the coin toss. Oh, landing on tails.
So I think it's a good idea to get maybe a hand cam in the future up and running for the teams, because I see quite a few teams saying that they call rigged on the coin toss.
No, the coin toss ain't rigged. Don't start with those stories. I'm an honest man, okay? I'm an honest person. Don't be like this. You can always trust a sheep, a woolly sheep. Imperium, left or right? I don't know if I should feel offended that everyone's saying the coin toss is rigged.
Nah, I just think they're all trolling you at this moment.
No, I think I should go sit in a corner and cry. Valkyria with Valkyria being lucky on getting the left side. So Valkyria with the bands first. As the Imperium chose to stay on the right side. Red corner for Imperium and Valkyria in the blue corner. Oh, that's beautiful. So I received the log standings. I will share that in the next lobby phase. So Valkyria batting out Gushin and Guinevere. Imperium with the response.
So the viewers are having quite an interesting conversation currently. They say the Discord interface with our profile pics looks quite interesting.
Shady, it's not your turn just yet, bro beans. Alright, so what you're telling me, it's not full screen.
No. Seems like the stream is not open on that side. So, Lucky, just give us 2 seconds. We are currently sorting this out. We know Discord is not something you want to watch. You want to watch constant Mlbb action. And that's what we are going to bring you. But while we're waiting for that to get sorted, I just want to mention my profile pic of the Naruto being awesome. Pat on the back to myself. And we are back. So the band's going to the side of Gushin and Guinevere, and Imperium banning out the bait. So, what is your opinion on?
Sorry, I just went to go send us. Right? So let me just get an eye on this and then yeah, all right. So the Bane and Belleric, Gushin and Guinevere. It's interesting drafts. It's not drafts that you would normally see, or bands you would normally see. So yeah, without further ado, let's see how this is to play out. Good luck and have fun
Right,
to
as
both
we head
teams.
into the draft. And I do see Crystal Queen with the first band to the side of Valkyria. So Valkyria is a new team that's started to feature in the most wanted list. they've put up quite a few interesting games coming up, banning out the Granger. So this is the first meta ban from both sides at this stage. Maybe the lobby bans were all respect bans. You never know. You never know. And the first member of Imperium, I'm not going to Christopher that name, is banning out the Kalia. So Ulqui, banning out the Kalia. And Valkyria's second ban going to the Hayabusa. Hayabusa still very feared even after the nerf. Layla as the second ban for Imperium. They don't want any cannon blast onto their backline. They want to stay safe. Now this is Warren showing us the Angela. Is it going to be an Angela first pick? Showing a guy, trolling around and picking the Hylos. So Hylos already a very good pick to the side of our, and we can see that glorious pathway as Ulqui responds with a Sicilian. Sicilian Hylos is also a very good combo, so that might be a steal from the side of Imperium. And then we see Shingen with a swapping out for the Kamikaze, picking up the Gatto. So to answer your question, NWO was a match that just finished. NWO won against T1 in quite a very good reverse sweep fashion. So after the stream, take a second, rewatch the game. I promise you won't be disappointed. As we see Cassiopeia picking up the Khalid and Mayo going for the Zushians. This is the second Zushian tonight. And we see Adrianina going for the marksman pick. Going for Melissa. So we're definitely going to see a Tweedledum, Tweedledoo and go away all the way. Hanzo as the final ban to the side of Imperium. And Mbota Pawa as a final ban for Valkyria.
True love.
Interesting. Carmilla getting banned out. So no Moonlight Waltz to the side of Imperium tonight. Quite an interesting draft going up here. But you do, of course, see Wyron going for that alpha. Maybe it's going to change, but Mbota picking up the Brody. Brody being banned out the first games, not being able to see. And Wyron just waiting for the time to run after picking the alpha. But Scorpy, the streamer, the viewers are saying they want you to sing, spin your head around because the camera is spinning around the whole time.
Just the camera switching. So
Yeah, I did
you
see that.
spin right down. When you go down, when you go down.
Down. The final pick of Imperium going to the side of Minsterthal. So both these teams having actually quite a few good drafts, but the Imperium side having the early and late game potential with Suyu, Gato early game, Cecilia, Melissa late game. The red side having mostly early irritation, late game damage. So this is going to be quite an interesting match. I would say I would favor the Imperium draft in this case. Do you have any opinions, Cop?
Well, Imperium has a very strong early game, so Imperium will have the early game advantage. But let's see how this one does play out, as we do see Valkyria opting to start with a blue buff first. And, Imperium with the red buff. So I'm just looking at the stream. Okay, no, everything seems to be fine now. However, So that's going to be all about the battle of the quick jungle rotations, as we do see both Alpha just a bit quicker. I just wanted to get that race in Alpha with a quicker lane jungle clear there, but we do see Alpha opting for that red buff, blue buff, red buff rotation, and Suyu going onto the litho. However, I would rather favor that the roam or the mage picks up the litho, to give them that advantage with the first objective. But nonetheless, Suyu reaching level 3, almost level 4, Alpha, Wyron, faster with the jungle clear. So this is all going to be about rotation. So let's see what is going to happen next. As we do see the Tweedledall coming in from Melissa, doing that both damage. Not having a lot of early game damage just yet. Oh, the Spear of Alpha landing on two, but the first blood going to Lucian. Mr. Bombastic, Mr. Fantastic. Whoa. Valkyria having that 300 gold lead, as we do see the first set of this match is going to spawn in 10 seconds. Cassiopeia getting that prayer up from the lead. But Gadagata being a menace of an tank hero, just being able to stay in your face regardless. Looking into the matching here, gets the pullback onto Alpha. Ascension with you trying to get that wrap around, but not being able to do so. Running into, what shall we say, Hylos running into Suyu. So it's just pretty much baiting skills, waiting for this engagement onto Turtle. We do see Lucian and Alpha starting the first Turtle of the match. Will we see the jump in there? Khalid onto Mensatar. Gadagatra with the taunt. Gets the pick off onto Khalid. Sicilian with the back piece getting a pick off as well. Currently it's a 2-for-0 exchange. But Hylos staying there. Lucian gets the displacement on Mincetar. However, Suyu does get the turtle. So that is a 3-4-2 exchange in favor of Imperium. Viewers, this is the time to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We do appreciate the support. Batteries are not included.
Oh, that was one of the best lines I've ever seen. Heard.
All right. Well, let's just see if the viewers feel the same about that. Hey, Gets Bro, welcome. Gets 4 Pro 4, Gets 2 Pro 4, yo, in the live chat. What's up, bro? I butchered your name there for a second. Oh, the Tweedledall from Melissa coming in there. Oh, but the Bat's Feast from Sicilian onto Crystal Queen. Oh, not really going into either team's favor there. Both teams opting out of that wraparound rotation. Oh, but you get the pick off onto Zushin. Hylos also falls in the exchange, trying to get that glorious pathway out to create the escape. Yeah, bro, it's been a while since you've been on the stream. It's always nice to have you.
Oh, you should come visit much more often.
That is indeed so. All right. We do see Imperium getting that gold grab, waiting for any engagement, but that is 3 seconds. Still the turtle spawn. Make that the turtle spawn. So Valkyria seems like we'll be getting this second turtle of this match, evening everything out. However, Imperium does have the 4 kills advantage, as well as the 3k gold lead. Well, almost 3k gold lead. It's 2.8k gold lead. One side eye match. Ron Wayne, how can it be one side eye match? Did you eat your socks that it's only a one side eye match? So you like squinting out of the side of your eye? Did we send help?
Scarp the #1 troll.
I don't mean
The
it.
sheep
No
with
harm,
no
no
bleep.
foul. Only love. Oh, the Avatar of Guardian onto Alpha. But Wyron not being able to get the blue buff, so the blue buff is stolen. The Batch Feast onto Hylos. Taking so much damage over Zukin with the Butterfly Lantern and the displacement. Oh, but the pullback from Sicilian allows Suju to finish it up there. But the Spear of Alpha onto 2, but Alpha falls in that exchange. That's a 2-4-1 exchange. His English bundle has run out. Well, Don Ryo, doesn't sound like my English bundle just ran out, bro.
Nah, I think speaking about
Hylos tries to save the tier 1 turret here, but he gets the pick off onto Kamikaze. Was that some Kamikaze plays coming in from Gadgetcha? Just overstaying his welcome, but the glorious pathway is committed. We do see the engagement from the Zuchian displacing the heroes there. Will she be able to catch Sicilian? Oh, Alpha onto Mincetor, getting Mincetor, but to use in the mix as well. Gets the kill onto Hylos. Crystal Queen. So that is a 1-for-1 exchange. That is Rome for Rome. What an exchange. Not really doing anything. Ron Wayne and Don Ryo getting ready for the Battle of the Ages. That's Avatar Guardian landing on Khalid. Will Khalid be able to escape yet? Oh, the Zushin! What? Zushin! Displacing Garugacha into Khalid. So unfortunate plays there. That Khalid is probably like, oh, sweetheart, no, don't do that. That got me killed.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. But we do see Imperium having a great early game with a 5 kills advantage and a 3.6k gold lead. So it's quite an interesting match.
And
You are correct.
Oh, but we do see the engagement onto Sicilian. Glorious pathway. Hylos into the backline. Will the team be able to come in here and get the follow-up? Oh, that glorious pathway sending Hylos to the desert ball. But if we look at this current point, right? Both teams it's still fairly even though there's kills and gold leads and whatever. But if you look at the rest of the map, right, we're going into the 9-minute mark very shortly. That's like 10 seconds away. No tier 1 turret has been taken down yet, as we do see Tsuyu engaging onto Zushin. Oh, but Garagacha finishing off Zushin whilst he jumped into the backline. Avatar of Guardian landing onto Tsuyu with the godlike and picking up a double kill. That's a triple kill. That unfortunately that is no maniac for Tsuyu, as Brody is in the bot lane on bottom power, getting the first tier 1 turret for the side of Valkyria. However, Imperium responds with 2 tier 1 exchanges, so and potential a third. It's okay, never mind. The Scarps goes kicked in. Don Ryo, why would you see King Kong, bro? Why would you see King Kong? Riddle me that. All right, but Zushin onto Sicilian. So Sicilian's Bat's Feast not being able to get the amount of damage out that he would have liked it to be. Oh, but the engagement onto Tsuyu will Sinjin be caught out here. Yes, that's a shutdown kill from Hylos. The engagement onto Garagato, using the Avatar of Guardian defensively to get away from the likes of Hylos and Alpha. Valkyria starting the Lord here, definitely having the advantage here. The team needs to come and support here and not allow the Garagato to suppress Alpha or give the opening for the Lord, as Valkyria takes the first Lord of the match. Oh, but the engagement from Garagacha onto Cassiopeia, the displacement from Zushin, glorious pathway onto 3. Hylos, Crystal Queen on a killing spree. The Superman's got nothing on me. I don't know the rest of the words. I heard it on the radio today, and now it's stuck.
Yeah, true. But before the final engagement, can we get the build up for the teams quickly?
There you go. That's the build. Suyu having 35 stacks on the Sky Piercer, but look at Khalid and Hylos having 14 and 16 stacks on the Thunderbolt. But Mincetar and Garagacha having 20 and 17 stacks. However, Sicilian with the pullback onto Zoo.
4-1-11. They need to get a shutdown on the Sicilian if they want a chance. 4-1-11. They need to get a shutdown on the Sicilian if they want a chance to get into the base.
Yeah, that is true. And Ron Way, bro, unfortunately, no, I don't know that song. I don't know that song. I got 99 problems. Sicilian ain't one. Oh, but Khalid onto the backline. Melissa not having that burst damage potential, but the displacement from Mincetar. Imperium coming in here. Melissa getting the double kill. Will that be a triple kill? That's a shutdown on Hylos. That's a triple kill. Just both teams picking up triple kills, but not being able to get onto a triple kill. Oh, no, listen to me. Onto Maniac, but the Avatar of Guardian lands onto water power to you with the follow-up. That is focusing onto the Nexus. Will they be able to? No, not having the minions. Unfortunately. Nope, don't know the song.
Just casually getting picked off by the tower.
Yeah, so Blackberry, bam blam, Blackberry had a child, bam blam, the thing went wild. Oh, but there's the pullback from Mincetar to Alpha. Suyu finishes Alpha. This is a batch piece comes out. Avatar Guardian landing onto Brody. Seems like him fixing the lights out of Garagacha, making that Garagacha, but dizzy, as you could see, he was spinning in circles. Sing the song. I don't know the song. What song are you referring to? Nothing I can try and get the beats going. I don't see any lags. Oh, it did lag. I see it now.
Zushin getting deleted. This might just be, if they do a good job, might be game. Avatar of Guardian into the backline. King's calling from Mincetar going down. We do see him pulling up the Brody into the King's calling. That's a double kill. 3 kills to the side of Imperium. And they do end the game. Locking onto the Nexus and just deciding enough is enough. We're not going to let you come back to this one. Imperium taking this. So there was quite a good game from both sides. So, Pickle, the first game went to the side of NWO, as they did. T1 had the early game lead with a 10 kills advantage, and then, of course, NWO just showing enough patience, and then, of course, going the comeback and securing the victory. The one that just finished, we did see Valkyria having a good comeback, but just not enough to take back down the boys of Imperium, with that Sicilian causing way too many damage. Gets your emojis, wakes up Nightbot, and that causes the lag. So I think that is definitely the case. But
JP,
who knows? Who
Shumi,
knows?
can you just quickly get the coin toss and lobby ban sorted out, please? I'm just
No
sorting
problem,
out the
bro.
scene.
Got you, brother. Got you. We're just waiting for both teams. Hexcore, of course, being the full first team to have a full team into the lobby. So we're just waiting for the boys of EQ to. Alrighty. Okay, so we do, of course, see Hexcore with the first full team, so they get the lobby, heads or tails. So that is, of course, very important to win the heads or tails. That gives you an immediate advantage over the enemy team. Okay, so we do see both teams are here. So do you see Equilibrium, Shady, Velocity, Juju, Poopy, and White Pop? White Pop might have been a name change. I don't know a White Pop in Equilibrium. And of course, Hex Score is the same old. Lucky OG, Vague, Devoid, and then of course Leonardo. Okay, so Hex Score calling heads or tails. Do a quick coin toss quickly, and it lands on heads. So Hex Score having the first pick. So let's see, left or right for Hex Score. So Hexcore having a lot of love in chat. Don Ryu, the #1 supporter of Hexcore. They can definitely show up a few games here. They have quite a good team. Alvi being the top Suyu in South Africa. Leonardo, quite a very decent mage, and Rome as well. And Devoid then, of course, good teams from both sides. So Hexcore opting to go left. And then, of course, first ban to the side of Hex. Interesting. So we do see Hexcore going with the Harith and Luhi. That's definitely two very respectful bans to the side of Hexcore. Luhi, of course, one of their main mages, along with the Faza. Harith, just shady. You don't want to see him on a Harith. So EQ bans in response. Oh, I see, Don. I see. I personally am supporting Hexcore 100%. It might be one of my favorites. Who knows? But you can't count anything out. Game ain't over until the cookie crumbles, like the famous man once said himself. But we do see so very good bands from both sides. Harith, Louis, Julian, and Kalia. So both the teams have actually very, very good lineups, and I'm very interested to start to see what's going to happen. As we're just waiting for everything to get sorted on this side. Scott, how are you faring?
Now my fairing. I'm just getting the data sorted out. It should be fine now in the next few seconds.
All right, I see the stream might be up and running 100% again. So viewers, you're going to have non-stop action. Cyber, welcome to the chat. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We see how it goes. Maybe, maybe not. You never know what the future holds. But it is quite fun, I have to say. Casting with Scarp is always fun.
How is Shroomsy going to be a regular now? Cyber, you know, it's fun. The pessimism is wild from someone who isn't even playing. Cease.
The- but the better question, Cyber, are you not entertained?
By Cyber. By Mlbb is just, well, loading. Superman's got nothing on me.
Connect yo, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Super Shady Vs. All love, Cyber, all love. Cyber, you know, as soon as you get into stream, we are of course going to pick on you. That's always been how it works. So yeah. But Hexcore with quite an interesting respect bans. They definitely did their homework regarding EQ, taking two very, very quick and good picks out of the line of EQ. Great, as we get the wild Scarpskinkle once again appear.
Before we do that, let's see who of the viewers is going to remember this, right? Look at that. It's 6 days and 12 hours until Scarpskinkle's birthday. So, Bungie, bro, you do know me. I'm Scarpskinkle. I always cast with Waylander. So, however, we've got Equilibrium up against Hexcore in the most wanted list. Day 2, round 5. Let's go. Good luck and have fun to both teams. Let's go.
All right, as we head into the banning phase. So all right, so we do see Lucky OG Kenny with the first ban, banning out the chip. Another very competent pick from EQ getting taken out. So as you've seen in many lineups, the chip Louis Badang combo is one of their favorite combos this season to use. We see, of course, EQ going with the Zushin ban. All right, so Uncle Kile, Cyber, all love in chat. We love you guys, eh? Make love, not war. As we see D Void going with a higher booster pick. Now, that's interesting. So there's still a few very competent picks from the side of EQ available. And Hexcore having the first pick. So we're going to see a respect ban, or is EQ just going to stick with what is meta? Joy getting banned out from the side of EQ. So this might be a Hexcore auto Suyo lock. No, they go for the Granger. But no Granger for the side of Shady. Picking up by Kenny. So that's very, very interesting. And Juju and White Pup. White Pup going for the Suyo. So unfortunately, no Suyo for the side of Alvi. Juju picking up his Faza. We've seen him with a feather airstrike, quite a few decimations going on with that. We do see, of course, Vague hovering the Carmilla. Oh, Carmilla and Cece. Two also very, very good picks. So, Mega Poopy going for the Badang. Also very...
Power of Pegasus! Your team is banning.
All right, so chat, let's keep everything friendly out here. We all love each other. There's no hate to any teams, no hate to anyone.
Yeah, the next person who continues with hate will be removed. So no hate, let's keep it friendly. We're a friendly environment. With that being said, Mega Poopy picking up a Dung and White Pup. Mr. Wick, if you're in the chat, just say hello so that I can see you there. And just check something out for me, please.
Your team is picking.
Okay, Mr. Wick, just check the lineup here, please.
Lance Cobb.
Naand. Check net gou vir my die line-up in die rooi span asseblief.
Alles is on.
Your team is picking.
All right, happy days. As we do see Leonardo picking up Sicilian and Alpha with Alvi with the Lucas Velocity picking up, Jawhead and Super Shady with the surprise pick for Gold Lane. Oh, will it be Roger? Will Shady? Will Pookie pick up Roger? No, he's just trolling. Will it be Carrie? Shady, just make your pick.
The past is but ashes in the wind.
Oh, Super Shady settling on to carry. So, what a lineup for both teams. This is going to be an interesting match. Will EQ get the early game chokehold onto Hexcore, or will Hexcore be able to survive that first wave of onslaught that we know Equilibrium does bring out? You know, it's Equilibrium, they do love to start a small snowball. And once that snowball gets speed, it's broken. A lot of teams don't know how to retaliate on that, snowballing effect that Equilibrium brings with that massive chokehold. So let's see. Let's go. Ongagile leabile. Much better. Stop spamming emotes. But welcome to the chat. It's time to please press that like, share, and subscribe button. And off to the first match we go. It is Equilibrium up against Hexcore.
Smash them. All troops deployed.
As we do see Hexcore starting on their blue buff, Equilibrium on their red buff. Who will be the quicker rotation here? So you white buff getting the red buff a lot sooner than Lucas does. So this puts Equilibrium in advantage to the rotation speed race. I'm going to call this a sprint rotation race. Let's go! Who's going to win the race? Oh, it's Alvi. Oh, white buff with the Suyu. Miles ahead of Lucas. We'll see that early engagement onto the gold lane. Will we see white buff engaging onto Lucky OG Kenny? No, sir. Suyu starting, well, not starting the litho. Oh, but we do see that last arrow coming in from Suyu. The engagement onto Camilla. Juju low. Oh, but look at Joy throwing Juju out of harm's way. What a skill use there from Velocity. Thank you, Cyber. Warnings have been given. All right, Juju MC in a sticky situation, but we do see Jawhead keeping Leonardo honest. Vague with the rotation from Camilla. Forcing Suyu away from the mini objective there. But Alvi with the Lucas. Oh, gets that ult onto Suyu, getting Suyu low. Velocity getting just kept away from providing vision. This is going to be very interesting. Look at this. Hexcore having the 300 gold lead so far. Oh, Lucas getting the first turtle of the match. The Badang's wall onto Devoid. CC getting a stunned up there. This is okay. Seems
This
like
is a very good game.
This is. But we do see Suyu and Faza here in the bot lane. Will they be able to force out Granger here? We do see White Pop starting that mini jungle, the green jungle, the bug. Oh, but the featherite strike coming in from Juju. Getting the first blood, allowing you to get the first blood onto Camilla. The back feast onto Jawhead. Lucas finishing off Jawhead. Oh, Sicilian almost getting that displacement, but Lucas getting the double kill onto Bedang. Oh, but not stopping the engagement as Alvi gets a triple kill. That's a 3-for-2 exchange. What, well, 3-for-1 exchange in favor of Hexore.
This is a crazy early game from Hexore's side. I love what I'm seeing.
This is what a good start for Hexcore at this point. But you know, it ain't over till the cookie crumbles. We do see Hexcore having that 1.9k gold lead as we do see the engagement here onto the bot lane. Will they be able to catch Shady or Velocity out? We do see Juju just waiting there in the back line. So that means his Feather Light Strike is online.
Very interesting. We see both marksmen opting to go for no boots builds.
Oh, the wall crack from Bedang onto CC. CC popping a vengeance. Getting that pressure onto the top lane. Well, this is all going to come down to set plays here. As we do see Camilla just stunning up Velocity on the Jawhead. The turtle is started up, but both teams allowing the turtle to reset. Oh, no, not to reset. The Sicilian just checking, scouting out the bushes. Will the Equilibrium get the engagement? Oh! Albi gets the second turtle of the match, but Lucas is on. I take it there is a lag. So,
So that's an AFK Joy in the base.
all right, so let's. What's going on? So, however, Hexcore having a very strong start of the match. Let me just quickly go check what's going on. I'll be back. Don't just start yet.
I'll be back. So this is going to be so Hexcore currently having the 2 kill advantage and a 1.5k gold lead. So this is going to be very interesting to see where it goes, what's going to happen here, and are they going to keep the lead? Is EQ going to have the discipline and have an epic comeback? Who knows? Who knows? All right.
I'm back. Let's go.
All righty. And the match starts 3, 2, 1, fight.
Oh. So Lucas getting the pick off onto carry as well. However, Juju does get the kill onto Camilla. However, Sicilian and Lucas not going away from this tier 1 turret. The engagement onto Faza. My charger is on live support here. We do see Hexcore taking the first tier 1 turret of the match. The engagement and set coming in from Suyu. Joy knocking Lucas away. Let's check what's going on here in the top lane between D-Void and Mega Poppy. Mega Poopy. Poopy.
Maybe get the builds up for the team.
Let me quickly get that up as well.
Yo, this is quite interesting. One of the few games we don't see any Sky Piercer getting picked up.
Yeah, but yeah, look, Sky Piercer is only if you are in extreme conditions and you have, well, the gut feeling that you are going to be ahead, as we do see the first crack coming in from Bedang. However, the engagement from Suyu getting the set place. Bedang finishing off CC. Joy onto the Sicilian. So that's a 2-for-0 exchange to the side of Equilibrium. Is this the time where they get the turnaround? Curse Blood coming in from Camilla. Landing onto 2, but no follow-up. Oh, Camilla gets the pick off onto carry. Lucas with a godlike kill. Double kill. That is Faza Suyu. And Badang. Oh no, my bad. It is carry that was taken out. So that's a 3-4-0 exchange in favor of Hexcore. Lucas and Sicilian, well, Camilla getting that tier 1 turret in the top lane. So Hexcore just at the 7.5 minute mark, having a 3.5k gold lead, 4 kills advantage, and as well as a full map control. Well, tier 1 turret map control. Equilibrium needs
This
to
is
regroup here. They need to
definitely,
regroup
bro.
here and set up, get the pick off skills onto Hexcore and snowball off that advantage. As we do see Leonardo rotating to the bot lane. Equilibrium getting a tier 1 turret, first turret in favor of them. We do see Equilibrium grouping up, not being out of a 5-man situation. Mr. Bombastic, Mr. Fantastic. Joy trying to displace Sicilian. The Cursed Blood not landing onto anybody. Pazos Featherlight Strike lands, but Sicilian finishes off carry. We do see the continuing of the engagement here. Lucas trying to get into the back line, not being able to do so. Equilibrium quite fast on their feet to retreat away from the action. That's 10-5. That is a 4k gold lead to the favor of Hexcore.
You are 100% correct on Ryu. Alfie is literally the beast.
Oh, Badang trying to get that poke on to Devoid. Oh, what on here?
What a game. Oh, that's beautiful. Curse blood onto Fu. For Juju getting taken out. Alvi once again into the back line. Continuing the fight onto the Joyd. Joyd flicker failed miserably as he gets taken down by Alvi on the Lucas. So the first Lord of the match just went up. And Alvi has started it, the Lord. And it doesn't seem like Equilibrium plans on contesting this. As we do see, of course, the first Lord of the match going to the side of Hexcore. Super Shady in the top lane, pushing out the tier 1 turret, just giving his team a bit more space, falling back, scared of the team fight before the Lord. This is very disciplined from the side of Equilibrium.
Yeah, definitely. Just trying to get that uneven waves pushed out, especially with the Lord. They don't want all of that pressure onto 2 lanes and just try and let it focus onto 1 lane. Lazy days, bro. It's unfortunate. Sorry, there's a storm here by me. Just be patient. Just bear with us. I just needed to reset. All right, but the Fatal Light Strike coming in from Parza. Parza picking up a kill on CC. However, the Granger is there as well, but it is a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Equilibrium. Hexcore not being able to capitalize on that Lord.
So I do see ZH in chat saying hello to Waylander and Wolfie. So you're not a Scorpion anymore, now you're a Wolfie.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Wolf in sheep's clothing, as they say.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah, it is Scarp Skangle joined here by Oshroomsy. Waylander is currently busy casting a PUBG tournament. However, not focusing onto PUBG. We do see the engagement onto Sicilian. Joy getting the Sicilian displaced. Featherlight Strike coming in from Baza. Carry with the double kill, but Sicilian gets the exchange onto Padang. So that's a 1-for-2 exchange in favor of Equilibrium. Equilibrium trying to close down that gold lead that Hexcore did have an advantage for him.
And that shutdown
Oh,
onto the Lucas for the carry is very good, giving her a massive gold boost.
yeah, that is definitely an advantage that they could have capitalized on. So it's going to be 40 seconds until the next Lord spawns. Let's see what happens, how the teams are going to play with the discipline here. Yeah, I do agree. Now they're making very rushed decisions and they are out of position. Just look at that. Suyu getting the pick off onto Sicilian. Hexcore definitely needs to regroup. As we do see the Cursed Blood landing onto carry. But Hexcore's, they're making decisions, they're getting themselves out of position. And that is allowing Equilibrium to capitalize on those overextensions. I mean, look at that. That's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Equilibrium right before the Lord spawned. It's costly plays. That's going to cause you going to be impatient and are not focused. But nonetheless, we do see Equilibrium picking up Lord. This is the time for Equilibrium that they could get the return. Yeah.
This game, win or lose, is going to come down all to discipline and patience.
So the question leads here now. Will Hexcore get the double D set out here, the disciplined defense onto Equilibrium? Or will Equilibrium just get the pick-offs, wait for Hexcore to be impatient, overextend, and get the team fight going? Because
We
at
might
this
just get team fight.
oh, the engagement onto Vade. Camilla not being able to escape. However, the engagement, Studio gets the set onto Lucas. Sicilian trying to get the displacement. Ooh, Mega Poopy gets the wall onto Sicilian. This is not what Hexcore wanted. This is definitely not Equilibrium. Just waiting for that impatient moment. Overextension and then back off. Oh, so you're trying to get that play onto Devoid. Farza with the Feather Light Strike onto CC, getting the pick off there. Look at Shady, he's trying to get the back door here, just being there nice and safe. The engagement onto Lucas. Lucas is make that Camilla. Lucas is trying to get onto the back line, onto carry. Will the Hexcore be able to defend this? Granger is up. Velocity just annoying the Granger at this point, or the Granger going in for the kill shot. Ooh, that's a 2-for-2 exchange. What a defense coming in from Hexcore. A bit disorganized, but they managed to get the defense there. Equilibrium having the map advantage now, as well as the 1.2k gold lead. Make that 1k gold lead. So Equilibrium definitely capitalizing with that Lord. Good exchange.
This is a very entertaining match.
I have to agree with you, bro. Feather Light Strike coming in from Farza, not landing onto anyone. Sicilian just needs to slow it down. He's currently running like a frontliner here, and if the joint is going to catch him, that's going to be GG's, because the Hexcore is very reliant on Granger and Sicilian to start the damage and then allow Lucas to go for the follow up.
But Equilibrium definitely making use of their map advantage, going for the camp onto the jungle. As we do see a 3-2 split with the Lord up in 3 seconds.
Yeah, that is true, bro. So we do see Equilibrium currently rotating and setting up for this Lord. Oh, Camilla getting displaced. Cursed Blood landing on Super Tongue. However, beast form from Lucas is there. We do see the immortality gets procced, as well as the frozen wall. So you picking up the Lucas carry into the back line. However, Sicilian with the Bat's Feast gets carry. However, Equilibrium going to hunt for the finish here now. Will Granger be able to get the defense running here? Oh, Suyu nearly getting that set. Featherlight Strike, the first crack onto Granger. Look at that. Equilibrium being savage, getting the kill into the fountain. But Equilibrium picking up the dubs after that recall spams. GG's well played. Hexcore definitely having a very dominant start onto Equilibrium. But Equilibrium being a very disciplined, highly disciplined squad, getting the return there, focusing on Hexcore's poor map rotations. And it was the map rotations that cost Hexcore, unfortunately, in the end of the match. So, GG's well played. There's a lot to take away from this match.
Oh, yeah.
Next score, you can be proud of yourself. However, White Pop with the Soil picking up MVP for Equilibrium, and LV with the Lucas picking up the MVP for Hex Score. So, into the fourth and final match of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were not entertained by that match, I don't know what will get you entertained. Well, we've got up next, we've got Crimson Titans up against the Jinxes.
So as I did say earlier, Scarp, Hexcore definitely has potential to be one of the top squads on our server. And they just show the dominance in the early game against Equilibrium. Just needing the mid to late game patience and discipline. But that comes with experience. Hexcore is still very new to the 5-man draft system. And since the first game we watched of them, they've improved dramatically. So I'm curious to see where they will take us in the future.
That is true, bro. There's they can definitely be proud of that performance, and there's keep an eye out on next score.
Definitely. So Crimson Titans and the Jinxes. There's also going to be a very entertaining match as we do see Crimson Titans, also a very dominant team in our server, having a few member swaps that went out. So it's going to be interesting what's going to happen this match. But we also know Jinx is not going to be taken lightly.
So Jinxes being the first team to have full squad in the lobby, getting coin toss. I would put up a poll, but Mads is currently busy with the co-casting on the laptop, so unfortunately, I don't have the capacity to switch on the polls. So yeah, yeah, Mr. Week, I can definitely say that was a nice game. However, so Jinxes picking heads. Let's get the coin toss done. And it lands on tails. Crimson Titans, left or right?
So this is two very interesting teams. Eisen is very good at the marksman. His Granger is quite potent. I'm wondering to see if we're going to see any respect bans on the Granger. And even Robin. Robin being a very good roam. One of the better roams in our server as well. So it's all going to be depending on the team plays rather than individuals standing out.
All right, so Crimson Titans deciding to stay in the red corner. Jinxes with the bans, banning out Kalia and Selena. CT Crimson Titans with the response.
So to answer your questions, ZH, both the heroes that's getting picked up here the most is mostly meta, but also personal hero preferences. So we do see a lot of meta picks being picked up, but there's some players that have certain heroes that might not be meta, but is very good in their team comp. So that's always something you should look out to.
Yeah, that is true. So Jinx is banning out Kalia and Selena. Crimson Titans with the response of Cecilian and Lucas. Let me hand you over to Oshroomzy For the drafting phase, let me just quickly go get a refreshment. As you can hear, my throat just dried up.
So as we head into the draft phase, we do see, of course, Jinxes having the first ban, Bapedy, for the first ban of the side of.
Pain.
Jinx is going for the Brody ban. Brody ban getting all the hate the current season after the buff they did on him. His pullback on his skills and basic attacks was improved, and there was a massive buff. Making Brody meta? That's the question. So you do see Eisen for the first ban to the side of Crimson Titans.
Time to drop the beat of the
Do you see the Joy ban? Joy also still a very good hero in the meta. Hayabusa also getting banned out by the side of Jinxes. So these are all very good bans from both teams.
No one can escape my iron fist.
Yes, Cyber. I've never bullied you in my life. Don't lie. As we do see Badang, the second ban to the side of Crimson Titans.
Let's go.
Irithel as a first pick to the side of Jinxes. They know Isaac is going to pick up the Granger, so they want the counter to the Granger already locked in. So Birdie is much faster currently, and we do see Beelzebooth rising, taking the Kufra. So Kufra, not a hero you quite see as often in the 5-man scene, mostly being picked up as a counter pick to like a Fanny, Lance, Joy, but no mobility to the side of Crimson. So we see Poser Hothead picking up the CC. Don, that's not nice of you. I'm not a bully. I'm a softie. I'm a big softie. I might look like a giant, but I have a heart as small as a 2 cent. And that's a 2 cent, not a 2 rand for hope. The final ban for the side of Crimson Titans going to the Hanzo. So
Yeah.
Hanzo also a very respectful ban, as we see Jinxes taking out Carmilla. No curse blood this game.
Yeah, I do see Unite saying he threw the early game to make people think that Equilibrium was going to lose that match. Sneaky. All right, so yeah, Camilla being the final band of the evening.
I'm not sure about that tonight. We never going to know. I think that might have just been good plays. Good plays. But who knows? Robin picking up Robin has been on the glue for the past few weeks and is quite decimating the competition in ranked. I've played with Crimson Titan actually a few ranked matches, and his glue is potent. We see Hidden One going for the Alpha, Nemesis locking up to the Barat on the XP lane. So Barat is one of Scarpy's more liked heroes. So I'm interested to see how he's going to do on the XP lane. And Kauri, not Kairi, Kauri, that's South African Kairi from Wish.com, picking up the Suyo as a final pick for the side of Crimson Titans. So due to the draft alone, it's going to be a very tight match. But I slightly favor the side of Crimson Titans to take this dub. What's your opinion, Scarp?
This is definitely going to come down to set plays, and as we do see both teams having that potential, but anything could happen. Barat, while being in the XP lane, can be deadly. But let's see. I wouldn't favor the Barats against the CC in the XP lane. I would put my money on CC in the XP lane. CC is always more brutal against slower heroes. But let's see how this goes.
CC not being a meta pick per se, but actually one of the best anti-meta heroes against the current XP tank meta we're having.
5 seconds till the enemy
Which is so true, as we do see Jinxes starting with
all troops
the red buff. We Hidden One, just choose now, bro. Okay. Jinx is starting with the red buff. And Brad is also starting with the red buff. So, opposite rotations. Will we see Jinxes going for the early invade?
Are we seeing AFK from the... Oh, no, they moved.
He was just providing vision. Alright, we do see Crimson Titans rotating to the bot lane here, trying to get the set onto Erythel. Zushin starting that displacement. Will she get the displacement? No. Erythel just too fast for that lantern of Zushin. Clearing the mid wave here. That's a very nice decision, actually. But we do see Alpha invading onto the jungle in the XP lane. Rotation onto CC. Just getting that invade in and out. However, let's see what Crimson Titans does here with this rotation. Or Blue trying to get that stick or split onto Alpha. No, the split is his ult. The Blue faction. Alright, it's 10 seconds away before the next turtle. Well, the first turtle spawns up. So we do see Crimson Titans having that 200 gold lead. Oh, the engagement onto Alpha. Lucian gets the displacement onto Alpha, pulling him over the wall. That gives to you the first blood of the match. Oh, onto Barat. CC gets the kill. So that opens the opportunity for CU to take this turtle quite firmly. No contestant for the side of Jinxes. As we do see the first turtle of the match going to the side of Crimson Titans. Ooh, taken down by Barat. I have a Zukin with a displacement onto Alpha, getting him CC down. Kufra jumping onto Zukin, not being able to do so. Nothing really coming in from Xanthi's the father with Fairy, which is a pigeon's name, which is actually a husband. Yeah, Ivan definitely not being afraid of Erythel getting the pick off onto Erythel in the bot lane. So, just past the 3-minute mark, Crimson Titans having the 2.5k gold lead. The engagement onto Kufra. Kufra with the ult onto Glue. Glue with a split onto Kufra. However, he jumps onto Alpha. There's a displacement and crowd control onto Alpha is too much. That is a 2-for-nothing exchange at this point. We do see Faza getting the fairy strike in, but will we see the featherlight strike? No, the split. Displacing Faza from retreating and healing up. So that was what a moment. What are we watching here? We do see Eisen onto Erythel. Oh, getting that final blast onto Erythel. So that is a solo kill for Granger. Oh, the Featherlight strike onto Glue, but using defensively. So the next second turtle of this match spawning up in 5 seconds. Let's go. Jinx is trying to get the rotation here onto Zushin, but Faza getting the kill onto Zushin getting the kill onto Faza. Empress and Eisen playing it safe. CC getting the pick off onto Erythel. Eisen with the pick off kill onto Alpha. This that gives to you the opportunity for the second turtle of the match as well.
So we're definitely seeing quite a dominant performance from Crimson Titan on the early game. Already taking a tier 1 turret.
Oh, Featherlight Strike trying to connect onto you, but not being able to do so. Crimson Titans having the 6.7k gold lead, but however, Glue onto Alpha. Alpha is, glued out. Will they get the kill onto Erythal here? No, they do not. Isaac not getting the positioning in there to cast his ult, not having that bang. Meanwhile, we have CC against Nemesis, just doing so much damage. But we do see the follow-up onto Faza from Ranger, but Xanthes gets the pick off as the turret was able to land that last hit. Spear of Health not landing. Butterfly Lantern is committed from Zushin. Don Rise saying he's rather take rock. Oh, we do see Kupro on the plane onto Poser hot head. That sounds so British like. Poser hot head. Sounds
Maybe
like
it's like
it's almost like saying it's Harry Potter. Oh no, Harry Potter. Oh, you are Potterhead. Oh, Granger with the pick off onto Jawhead. Sorry, I got distracted talking about the Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's a very good series of movies to watch.
Oh. It's been like from Faza onto CC, but CC having the ability to jump away with a second skill. Aircel trying to get onto the back line, trying to finish off CC, but he gets blasted with the Sunata from Granger. Glue with a split onto Alpha. Will he be able to land onto... Oh, Granger getting on a killing spree. Double kill. Will they get him the triple kill here? Yes, Eisen gets the triple kill for Crimson Titans. In the meantime, we've got CC up against Faza, which allows Granger to flicker in and get the Mania. Let's go. Will Erythal... Oh, Glue. You're stuck, bro. Oh, not so much stuck.
So eyes on this Granger having a dominating game. Already have Maniac and Feather Airstrike not landing.
Oh, Eisen is definitely playing a very good match with this Granger. He's having a fun match at 15-1-1 for Eisen. So let's just quickly see. Yeah, he's full stacked on the Sky Piercer, legendary for the Granger. However, the engagement onto Kufra make that a double kill for Granger. Will the tier 3 turret fall? Yes, they get the final kill onto the tier 3. Eisen with the triple kill. They make that another Maniac for Eisen. GG's. Crimson Titans could if this wave comes through, they can definitely force for the end here, or will they take another tier 3 turret? Alright, it seems like they are going to focus onto the next issue. We do see the Featherlight Strike coming in from Faza, not being able to land it. Barat's not getting that displacement. However, Glue with a split in a defensive manner, trying to get onto Kufra. Granger finishes off Kufra. However, that's another tier 2 turret. The immortality is procced onto the Glue. However, Glue in the split trying to get onto Erythal. The Butterfly Lantern from Zushin is Crimson Titans is fighting to get through to the Nexus here, but Jinxes is putting a solid defense. As we see Granger picking off Erythal, but the Featherlight Strike comes in. Will she be able to land? No, she just uses it to get the poke onto the minions. But Granger with another triple kill. Will we see a third Maniac in this match? Will they allow it? Yes! Isaac gets the third Maniac of this match. What a way to shut this off, as we do see Faza getting the shutdown kill onto Granger, but Crimson Titans won't worry about that as they focus on the Nexus to get this match. GG's, well played to both teams. Eisen with a beautiful performance. Give that man a bells. He's got the performance of the weekend. I can pretty much promise you that. Look, it's not my decision, but this 3 Maniacs is going to carry a heavy coin in the bag Look at that dominant performance coming in from Crimson Titans. The Hidden One not being able to get online with his Alpha 08 and 0. But Eisen, bro, 24, 2 and 1. I think that's the highest kill score we've featured on the stream. So GG's, beautiful play. Triple maniac from you. You deserve a bowels. But viewers, nonetheless, this was a fun evening. It started off fun. There was a lot of action. We could have seen a lot of, how can I say this, upsets. But tonight is definitely so far the highlight of the weekend. Tonight is going to be a difficult one to match. But viewers, thank you for joining us. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And a special shout out to King of the Hill, presenting us the most wanted list. And Oshroomsy doing a quality and stellar performance on the casting. So, viewers, thank you for joining us tonight. This was a pleasure, but please go and support Way and Mads on their PUBG stream. So, this is going to be a last one for me as I hand you over to Shroomsy to say good night, and then I'll see you all tomorrow again. So, thank you for joining us.
That was definitely a stellar performance from all the teams. And Cyber, no, that's not only one game. It's the best of one, but you missed the rest of the games because you are late, as always. But we do love you in any case. And I want to give a special shout out to, of course, Angelic Fury on the rest spot tonight, King of the Hill, for having us host this awesome tournament. And of course, most importantly, you, our viewers, thank you for supporting Waylander. And that's it for me. Shroomsy and Skarpskenkel. Have a good night.
It's Waylander Gaming. Let me just get that right. It's Waylander Gaming.
Gaming. Waylander Gaming.
So, ladies and gentlemen, and on that bombshell, it's going to be goodbye and good night.
Pay attention, because you're about to see the serpent's true strength.